Here's a name I can say from the Eradicator.
Hello and welcome to this channel, everybody. This is the Eradicator, and in this video I wanted to talk about wallet-to-wallet transfers, especially the ability for players to pay each other directly. As you know already right now in Star Citizen, this is unfortunately something that is not possible. The only way we can pay each other right now is by creating beacons, service beacons, usually the escort beacons, and we basically put the amount of alpha UEC that we want to pay the person. The person must be the right person to accept the beacon, because if it's someone else, then obviously you're paying the wrong person, right? And usually you have to wait for about 1 minute until the money is transferred to the right person. This is a system that is a little bit clunky, unfortunately. It is not very reliable, and I think that it is a problem. I think that it really hinders the ability for players to create their own content in the game. You know that player generated content is actually something that is extremely important when it comes to any MMOs. If you remember games, for example, like Star Wars Galaxies, where everything was created by players, for example, this is not something that CIG wants for this game. CIG wants this game to be populated at 90% by NPCs. They want to control the economy. They just want players to have a minimal impact. Yet, nevertheless, creating in-game content by tasking players other missions, by giving jobs to players instead of players relying on built-in boards to find jobs is, in my opinion, a critical element of the game that is currently missing right now. Sure, players have found a way to work it around by, for example, using the service beacons, but still being a little bit clunky. And there are many ways that right now players are, I would say, going around this whole mechanic, because these service beacons were originally designed just for escorting. Let's say you are going to be in combat, you are paying someone to fight with you, or transport, you are paying someone to take you from point A to point B. But players are actually right now sneaking their way around this whole method to actually pay each other for lots of various tasks. For example, you could be paid to just stay in guard in front of a cave. You could be paid to be a crew member inside of a ship, which is, by the way, extremely important. Or you could be paid to fly someone else's ship, which is, for example, what you can see Anak is doing right here. By the way, we are going to enjoy a beautiful landing here of Anak, who is flying my caterpillar. So this is exactly the kind of thing that we are paying for when we need wallet-to-wallet transaction. Unfortunately, it is not here. Let's have a look at this beautiful landing here. Absolutely #professional lab touchdown. Amazing. Great job here from Anak, who doesn't own a caterpillar but certainly knows how to fly it. And so right now, especially, we're talking about here a large amount of money. For example, as far as I'm concerned here, I'm a trader among other things in the game, and if I want to pay someone to fly my ship to go from point A to point B, I'm going to pay them 20% of the profit generated by that ship, So for example, if I calculate the amount of money that Anak has carried, and here that I'm going to be able to profit from, I actually need to owe Anak here 12,500 alpha UEC, which of course is something that should be easy to transfer, but something that unfortunately I cannot do very well. Eventually later, Anak kept flying my ships. He eventually also escorted me, not just flying, but he actually escorted my ship with his own ship. Here I just paid him 10% of the haul, and that was an extra 25,000 alpha UEC. That was a pretty big haul, to be a pretty big whole, to be honest. So yeah, this is definitely a good way also for players to make money. A lot of people are complaining that right now the game is not profitable, but I suppose that if players actually pay each other in the game, this is something that can make the game a little bit more profitable for sure. Now at the end of this session, I was trying to pay Anak throughout this method here of creating service beacon, and unfortunately, as I was creating the beacon, he was not able to see the beacon that I was generating. The beacon was not triggered. The beacon, actually, when I was clicking on create beacon here, it was not doing anything. I tried several times in several servers, and unfortunately it did not work. So that's why this is a problem. I owe this man over 35,000 Alpha UEC for his work, and I can't even pay him because the beacon system is not reliable. CIG, I do believe that you absolutely need to stop dropping the ball here. This is a feature that should have been here in the game before for quite some time, and I really believe that it needs to be in the game ASAP. And I don't think that it should be too difficult, you know. You just put in the Moby Glass, you just put a brand new option here, you know, send a payment here, send a payment. You click, you maybe key in the amount of money that you want to send. You select the player based on the players who are in the server, like here. Instead, you know, press to select the right player, and that's how you would pay someone. It should be as easy as pie, and this is something that I don't understand why it's not in the game. All right, guys, that's what I wanted to say here about wallet-to-wallet payments, with a concrete example here of something, a situation that is hindering gameplay right now, of a situation that should not be existing right now, and that I do believe CIG needs to address as soon as possible. So tell me what you guys think. Have you tried to pay people in the game? Has it failed like it has failed here in this video? I would like to know everything in the comments down below. Also, this month I have a giveaway for Patreons. I am giving away my last Thornbury Ranger CV with lifetime insurance. All you need to do to get a chance of winning is to actually subscribe to Patreon. Subscription starts at $1 per month. This is a great way, guys, if you want to help the channel. I would be really thankful. Also, if you want to support the channel in other ways, you can always hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. That is also helping the channel a lot, especially with the Google algorithm. All right, guys, that's all we'll be talking about today. Thank you so much for watching. This is the Eradicator. I am signing out.